A 2.8% slip in Bitcoin Cash is forecast for tomorrow, based on CoinData Flow data. Let's begin with a short review of today's market direction. As we begin, Bitcoin Cash has risen 2.6% since yesterday and is priced near $216.60. Time to see what experts are expecting. CoinData Flow sees a slide to $210.51 by July 28, a potential loss of 2.8%. CoinLore foresees Bitcoin Cash heading for $214.90, roughly 0.8% beneath the current price. Coin Price Forecast points out it might climb toward $217, roughly 0.2% higher than now. A separate projection from Gov Capital Collector highlights Bitcoin Cash may be on track for $218.90, a rise of about 1.1%. To conclude, Traders Union projects the price to hit $223.40 by July 28, a gain of 3.1%. This is the top return forecast we've seen. All 5 calls are done. Let's proceed. Having looked at the predictions, here's the next layer. The gathered forecasts put the possible move between a drop of 2.8% and an increase of 3.1%. Put simply, Traders Union projects the highest return with 3.1% gain in value by tomorrow. As a result, you could earn between $2 and $31 for every $1,000 you invest. When factoring in volatility, Coin Price forecast indicates the most likely price change with a 88.1% probability. Looking across the 5 forecasts, I've built a consensus outlook for clarity. The collective forecast highlights Bitcoin Cash at roughly $216.94. Now let's dive into it. The consensus line points to price up roughly 0.2%. That shift indicates your capital could also experience a 0.2% rise. A 1,000 base investment could reflect about $2 in profit. This consensus view is linked to a chance of about 88.1% of materializing. From here, let's see what analysts are signaling for the 3-day direction. CoinData Flow points to a bearish path. Similarly, CoinLore points to further downside potential. Coin Price Forecast describes price action as muted. Gov Capital Collector anticipates further appreciation for Bitcoin Cash. A bearish stance is reflected in Traders Union's forecast. Taking all views together, the consensus suggests Bitcoin Cash is set to remain stable during the next 3 days. At this stage, 60% of analyst opinions reflect a bearish scenario for Bitcoin Cash. 5 forecasts were made 2 days ago. Now we'll see which ones were accurate. Ultimately, the final settlement was $217. As we can see, only a minority of predictions got the direction right. Gov Capital Collector delivered the most accurate forecast. Let's put all the pieces in place. Yesterday's candle showed 2 forecasts inside. Speaking of ROI, part of the group achieved positive results, and Gov Capital Collector had the highest return at 2.8%. Here's the full table showing how every forecast performed. Traders Union is shown with $8.20 accuracy, 84.6% forecast probability, and minus 2.8% ROI. Have a look and see if you can find the one who came closest. Let's move on and check how tomorrow's predicted income compares for Bitcoin Cash and other selected assets. SUI shows the strongest forecast at 1.3% and Bitcoin Cash ranks below. At this stage, Bitcoin Cash is compared with only 4 cryptocurrencies, but the extended view with many more is already available on my website. That's it for today, guys. If this video was helpful, please leave a like. It really keeps me motivated. Have a good one.